Facebook. So we paid for ads through Facebook.
Oh.
And we made sure that we had key people like Frank Wallens, one of his dancers, helped, who's actually in the film, Nico Sampson. He helped us push the campaign, and he shared it with all of his German friends and hobbyist friends. So, I mean, it's good. You want to find your key people who can help you. So if you have people who are like super on Instagram, I mean, Instagram not so much, because you can't really put links, you know, other than in your description. But Instagram still is good. I mean, I still used it, but it wasn't really as useful as Facebook or Twitter. So MailChimp, whoever's on social media, make sure that you're doing MailChimps, do a test run.
We actually don't know how to use. I'm not.
How to use
There's
it?
somebody on the committee. She's not here, but that knows how to use MailChimp through her work. But then she doesn't know. We're not sure how it's utilized through streets. How it would be utilized through street stops, or for a campaign.
Well, I think just having MailChimp in general to keep people informed with your progress, just in general, is a good idea. Campaign aside. I actually had a lot of people donate through MailChimp too, because it was just a reminder for them, hey, we're still here, and people wanted to wait till like maybe the end of the month or the end of 2 weeks or payday or something.
So it's an email
MailChimp
program.
Yep, it's
Okay.
it's an
Email blast.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And then they say, like, you know, we could do another session with MailChimp, because there's a lot of like do's and try not to do, like putting dollar amounts. You'll get spammed if you put dollar amounts. So I had to spell out all of my dollars. So I had to say 50.
Oh, dang.
Yeah. No exclamation marks.
Oh.
Yeah. So it was like, okay, that's cool. What else? Pictures, videos are good. So start now, like start getting your images now and start thinking about your videos now before you launch. The other thing that I wanted to talk about is like asking how much you're going to ask for through your campaign. And I know that you have like 17,000, right? And maybe 20,000 with cushion.
Yeah.
Okay. So my suggestion is that if you can, buy your tickets up front before you go, and don't depend on your campaign to make it a go or not go thing. So if you're doing, I know you're doing a lot of community events, and so if you can use that money to buy your tickets, that's what I would recommend. And that way, you're basically reimbursing yourself when you launch your campaign and once it gets funded.
How do you reimburse yourself?
Like for example,
Like in a way that is like
you budget. Like whatever you pay for your ticket, you budget that into your campaign.
Yeah.
So like for example, we started editing and I paid the editor half up front, but it was out of IIFM's account. And so I put the full amount in our Kickstarter, and then I reimbursed IIFM what we paid the editor. So it's basically budgeting. You want to make sure that you have a budget. I know Chris asks for a budget for your physical sponsorship. So that's really important because your budget is a part of your story. So for us, it's like we do have money sitting there that is specifically for rewards and specifically for PR that we haven't touched yet. So I feel good about that because I'm like, yes, we did it right. You know, because before it was like, oh my gosh, like what do we do because we don't have enough cushion. So that cushion is so important in case things come up. Someone may have to leave early, you know, and you may have to buy a plane ticket. So that's something that, you know, you have to think about. It's like the what ifs. What else? Because it's different, because it's not a film, even though it still is like a production, I mean, we can still view it as, you know, you all have your part in production. But you want to ask yourself, what is, you know, your roles, but also what is the outcome? Like like if I donate, what are we gonna give Missy? Like a really cool necklace, which I'm eyeballing. Like that'd be really cool to have a part of the gift, you know,
They have
50 plus tier.
T-shirts, necklace. But I'm thinking about some of the other types of things that, you know, how from a film's perspective you can credit them,
Yeah.
like as a producer. And then what was the 500? What do they get?
$500 they get. I think it's like Golden Coyote status. So they have a name as a co-producer.
Oh,
And yeah.
oh. But then our project, it wouldn't. It
Well,
would be different.
you can make it out. I mean, you could say like, if you guys have a video that you produce at the end, maybe a music video that you produce,
Yeah.
you could give them credit there.
Okay.
So you all come up with
Think about something.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was just wondering, like, cause you know how we did this training as a team, like, and you said you did a lot of things by yourself.
Yeah.
So then, if we have a team that's learning this and doing it together, then how would you, how if you had a team, how could you have been more effective, and how could we approach a team approach to doing this?
A lot jobs. So a lot things for people like you need graphics, you need photos.
Okay.
One of the things that I utilized was countdown, like numbers. I don't know if you remember.
Yeah, I saw those.
Yeah, you saw.
Yeah.
Everyone else saw them.
No, that's cool.
I had
That's good.
friends that were like, I stopped following you because I already donated. And so that's the other thing, you don't really want to get too annoying.
Excuse me.
One other thing, other than the graphics, so the updates. So we have, so I haven't done an update since April 23rd, but I'm still active on Facebook and I'm still showing what I'm doing on Facebook. So like other than, you know, we made it, you know, we're showing people like our animator and who he is, so you could do like bios for each person, and that could be part of your campaign. So maybe like each week you do someone's bio, or maybe 2 bios a week. So let's say like we do Tu's bio on Tuesday, and then we do your bio on like Thursday. Mondays and Tuesdays are your big days. Like Monday right away, you want to be able to post something like at 8 o'clock, 8 a.m. But if you're trying to reach people in the East Coast, you want to do it at 7. And then evening, 5 o'clock, our time, or 4 o'clock Eastern time. Got people out in Cali, you know, they'll catch the wave, but you want to make sure that you're posting Eastern time. So that's his reel. Talked about John, his short bio, really short. I mean, just a paragraph.
I heard something about 11 p.m. is a good time too.
Yeah, especially
Yeah.
for Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I guess what I'm getting back to with the whole team thing is, let's see. Okay, so this is an example of what I'm thinking with the team thing. And so like, let's say we were all on the same page about posting about if it was Kickstarter or GoFundMe, right? And then would we strategize it to release it all at the same time? Like he puts it on his network, she puts it on her network, or then are we strategizing like, okay, you do that at 6 o'clock and I do it at 11, or I don't know. I'm just
No, if you
I was
do
just
it
wondering
all-
about that.
Well,
type
the way
of-
that algorithms work on Facebook, if you're familiar, the more
I
that
heard
people
about it.
repost and the more people that put it out there, the more audience you'll get.
Yeah.
So it'd be better if one of us posted and then everyone else reposted?
Well, you start with your Street Stops page, so you
Okay.
post it from there, and everyone repost it from there.
Oh, okay.
So that's like your mothership is the
Oh.
Street Stops, and then the other thing is hashtags. Make sure that you're doing hashtags now. I have Native Film, sometimes Sundance, sometimes Native Lab, the Coyote Way, going back home, and then
okay.
sci-fi and then Native sci-fi. So again, who's your target audience? Because people are like, sci-fi. It's like, oh, okay, you're sci-fi. And then we did also sign language, but that didn't do too well
Oh.
because people aren't really, for some reason. And so for this one here, like this is an update. We did something, since our film is about Wild West, has Wild West elements, and that's part of the story. So we showed like a video here from Thomas Edison's footage from Queen, I forget which Queen. But these are all performers in Wild West show in Europe that he took. And part of our storyline has to do with Nico's character going to Europe and being a part of the Wild West show and getting left behind in Europe. Because a lot of these men and people that went over to Europe, actually they either remarried or they got tied up in like partying and stuff and they were left. So but it was also a way for us to keep our teachings and traditions alive because
So is it good to like find maybe kids over there that we can feature?
yeah. Yep. Yep.
Would have been good. But
And then you want to have your video, like your trailer from the one that Justin did as a day. Justin,
Which
Shell.
trailer? Yeah, I know Justin Shell, but which you talking about from the
Street
we
Stars.
rap on this?
Yeah.
Oh.
You
Yeah.
want to rely on that a lot, like that video a lot for
Yeah,
content.
Ginger 01.
So then, let's say we posted street stops and mountaintops. We would post the trailer, and then we would make a connection to street stops. Oh, okay.
Okay, so what you would do is you'd create like a 2 to 3 minute video,
Okay.
which is like the one I did, which is basically your pitch.
Oh, okay.
And you say what it is, you know, who, what, where, why, when, and then the trailer you could like feature maybe towards the middle of your campaign, or if you feel like your campaign is kind of lagging, and that way people can see that you've already done the work, and this is you're going back again to do the work again, and maybe in your prizes you can offer them a copy of that DVD if Justin will let you. Or a digital download, which I would recommend.
Okay. All right.
So for Friday, I'm kind of jumping all over.
Yeah. No. No. You're fine. But I was just
So back to
processing it.
so back to what you're saying though. Yeah, you want to rely on. You want to be able to rely on like that campaign video. So for me, like. This is the video that I had on YouTube, this is the video that I had on Vimeo, this is, you know, everything tied back to this video. And then I also had, like on Facebook, I had, I tied everything back to the website. So if you have a website,
Yes, we did.
okay, so you want to tie everything back to that website, and then you want to have a landing page on your website that goes to your campaign. So everything
Okay.
goes back to your campaign.
So then on our website, streetstops.org, we'd have our GoFundMe page.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
So for us, we had goingbackhome.co, and everything was like, it was basically a Tumblr page, but it had all the information on how to donate. You don't want to put too much out, like you don't want to do too much, like even though we had a YouTube page and we had all of these videos, we always made sure, you know, like in our descriptions to tie it back to the campaign.
Sure. Definitely.
And at the end in the credits too, we also,
Yeah.
I think in this one, well, we should have it in here. Maybe we didn't, but yeah.
But we should. We
Yeah.
should have it in every video.
Everything,
Ah.
like even this one too has it.
Yeah.
There's a link here and
My
then,
name is Lois Woodman.
see, and then we say be a part of the Coyote. So that's our slogan, be a part of the Coyote
So we need a
Way.
slogan.
You need a slogan.
Okay, that's cool. Hey, okay, this is a good idea, or something I thought of for, because you said in those 30, let's say we did 30 days, or you did 30 days, you had to post something different every day.
Every single day.
So then if we have a team of people, like it could be, somebody can be in charge of a day.
Yep.
And then we can switch off.
Yep. And you'd only have to do, like, let's say you had, like, Mondays. And
Yeah.
I only have 4 Mondays to post. So,
Oh, okay.
you know, yeah, so if you do it that way, that's...
And it's everything from like a video to just like news to like pictures.
Yep, pictures are...
So we gotta be creative kind
Yep.
of every time we post.
Yep.
So like Luke can post himself dancing.
Yeah.
And then he'll be like, donate to street staffs. And then
Yeah.
the link.
Well,
Or-
and, yeah, and you can even tie it down to like the elements in what you're teaching, like hip hop,
Yeah.
music, spoken word. So that's 3 weeks. So each week could be like, this is our spoken word week,
Yeah.
and we're gonna, you know, talk about Hmong artists. Like for us, we kind of like we did Wild West show. We're like, here's Wild West week, and this is what we're gonna do. And then we also focused on cast too. But the other thing too is in your language that you use when you launch your campaign, you never want to say, this is so redundant. Okay, you want to be positive. You want to be able to tell people, like if you're behind and you're stressing, you don't want to say, we're behind, you better donate, or oh my gosh, we're so worried. You
Don't
just,
get desperate.
Yeah, don't get desperate. You just want to be like, you want to thank everyone. You want to make sure that everything that you say, you're thanking them first. And you're saying, we're so proud of you, like they're doing it, like you're encouraging them. And you're saying, we're so proud of you because you helped us to reach this far. And it's been such an amazing, you know, amazing campaign so far. And these are the ways that you can help us. So if you go to my Facebook, to the Coyote Way Going Back Home, you can see examples of what we put out there.
Cool.
And the language that was out there. I'm going to say, I think really focusing on young people is where you're going to get,
What do you mean? Oh, sorry.
like focusing on the kids that you're,
Oh, for the
Working
feature, you mean?
yeah.
Oh, okay. I mean, the kids are in Thailand, but something cool we're doing is because they have the Hmong language immersion programs here at 2 schools, Jackson Elementary and Fairleigh Lake. We're going to be testing our curriculum in Hmong on those children. Oh yeah. I
yeah,
told
we
you this
talked
already.
about that.
So,
Yeah.
anyways, we could feature them
Yeah.
when we start doing that.
And so
Okay.
if, I was suggesting the two that we do a shoot, like one day we'll just shoot like you testing out the curriculum. And so that's your B-roll for your video, so that you can show how it's done.
So we should have a main video too. Everyone doesn't need to be in it.
No. I would just say you and then maybe a young person.
Oh,
Since
the
you-
artist? No.
I know
No.
we're putting you in the front because you're 2. Everyone's like 2. Everywhere we go, everyone's like 2. He's like, hello.
Yeah.
So,
You agree?
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
I mean, just like when Kang Bang was doing his
1985?
movie
Yeah.
crowdfunding, I mean, he had a team, and they were a team, but you know, he was kind of telling his story. and that's-
spokesperson.
He's the face of the project.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's
So-
you.
Yep.
He didn't show the other actors, the stars.
It might have been like a quick 1 second
Doing
clip.
my yard.
Well,
like-
like,
I think they had some publicity, but
So that's what this is
Okay.
for here. I mean, that's what your campaign page is for. And any sort of like, you know, like we
Well,
talked
you did.
about
You put
concept
Lewis in
trailer.
yours.
Yeah.
Lewis is your star.
Yeah, because I was like, I'm not going to do it. We're just gonna-
Lou and my.
Oh yeah, and then
they're my
Tiwahi.
stars.
Yeah, it's great.
But yeah, I mean, we strategize it, see what's the best thing to do. But yeah, we'll take a look at yours too. And think
Yeah,
about.
so these are the actors.
Cool.
So we wanted to make sure that like
Vincent.
they have some sort of background, you know, like credibility. And then we have, and then the final phase, risks and challenges.
Do y'all have any questions for this or about this campaign?
Yeah, I would say I would recommend just going to our Kickstarter, looking at the language and using that as a format for what you wanna do. And then also the Facebook, the Coyote Way, going back home, look at our posts and base what you wanna do after that.
So then, sorry, I might be jumping
No,
ahead,
keep asking.
but just think about our next steps. So then, after this, learning this, we should strategize.
You wanna
And,
start talking about, like, now you should be documenting and posting, like, now you should be posting this meeting,
Oh yeah,
like on
Vaughn-
Instagram.
that's why Vaughn
on
was taking
Facebook.
pictures.
Yeah, on your phones though. Like,
Oh,
yeah,
oh,
you wanna do it
okay.
on your own social media
Oh,
outlets.
okay.
So that, and then what are you, like, now it's say, what are your hashtags? So now is the time to come up with your hashtags when everyone's here.
Yeah, we have a hashtag.
So our hashtag is SsMT. What do you think about that?
I have no idea what that is.
Right. So
There's-
Street stops, mountain tops.
yeah, that's the acronym.
Yeah, but I think you should say like it all in
spell it
one.
out.
A
Yeah,
saying.
yeah.
Well, we do street stops. The first part, because street stops and mountain tops is very
Okay.
long and wordy.
It's long, but that might catch attention
Oh,
too.
oh,
you
you
know,
think we
the
should
fact
do
that
the
it's
whole
so
thing?
long, yeah.
Okay.
Because street stops, that doesn't connect to
What
the
about
full
a phrase?
story. But
That's your slogan,
And you don't stop. Just
right?
kidding. And you don't street stop.
What
Okay.
did
And
I
you don't
change my
mountain stop.
password to? I totally forget.
From street stops.
How many? 4 months ago, something like this.
Oh. From street stops to mountain. Wait.
Okay.
streets.
Yes.
Street stops will never
Oh.
die. No. No, that's not good. I don't know. Street stops will survive.
Is there an email connected to that Facebook? 'Cause you could reset it.
Yeah, it's what the? That was my phone. It's. Can you grab it for me?
Oh.
My purse. Yeah.
Oh.
I don't
So
know.
you think it should just be the whole thing?
Yeah, I think you should.
What do y'all think?
Yeah.
Yeah,
For a
I
hashtag?
think it should be like.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think
I
you
think
could do-
SSMT can be part of it, but
Oh.
I think until like a lot of people know
Yeah.
what SSMT is,
Right.
then the
Yeah.
SSMT should probably be like the last
It
hashtag.
could be both. Oh, they're both on there then.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
I
you could
see.
both, yeah.
Because I've been using SSMT, but
Right.
I think we should do it
Street
along
stops
those.
and mountain tops.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Long hashtags actually get more attention.
Yeah, because
So-
people are
I
like,
didn't know that.
Yeah.
is that?
Because
So-
usually people write long hashtags like a full sentence, like I hate my
so-
life
so
right
annoying,
now.
But
but
it
or
gets
whatever.
people to read it. It gets
I'm
people
like,
to
oh,
read it though.
you're
Yeah,
those
but
annoying
yeah,
people.
it makes you look. You know, like
Street stops, right?
read,
Is
it makes
that
you
what
read the
said?
whole thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see what comes up.
Nothing.
Okay. So that shows you like really who's.
Oh, I thought. Oh,
I think
I
it's-
thought we get to direct where it goes to.
I think
Oh.
street stops is 2 words.
Oh, how did you put it?
Oh, steep.
Oh, with
But
an
the
S. Street.
hashtag is
Oh yeah,
one,
street
right?
and then with an S.
Hashtag is one, but I think if you look it up
Street
on like Facebook,
Uh-huh.
I think it might be listed as.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
words.
so this is Virginia.
Ah, that's me.
Yeah, and that's John Lowe doing all
Yeah.
of your
He was
hashtagging
supposed
for
to
you.
be here.
So I mean, so if you want to be, you know, I mean, other than 2, you got like, I mean, that stuff. And then there's also mountaintops, right?
And mountain tops.
There's nothing on there.
Is it- Wait. Oh, you put and in between.
And
And
oh,
between street stops and or
Yeah.
after street stops. And then
just like the
the A and D.
symbol or A and D.
And then the A and the I is.
Oh my
Switch.
gosh.
It's okay.
So maybe just street stops. I don't know. Maybe that's something.
Well, did anything show up?
Yeah, you did get something.
Oh no, but I mean for
Oh, and
and
mountaintops.
mountain.
I think maybe take out the and
Well, it's, oh,
just so
Oh, the A and the I are switched again.
Which one did I?
So TAIN instead of TI.
IA.
AI. Okay.
As you can see, I don't spell mountain well. Oh, here you go.
My Yang did it.
Oh, no.
And you
Street
did the.
stops mountaintops without the N.
Well, just a suggestion. I mean,
I mean, will
we
that?
could decide, I guess.
Well, you could do street stops and do the longer one too. Like
Okay.
you don't have to just
All
have
three?
like one. Yeah, you could do all three.
Okay. All right.
Like okay, so like this is what comes up for a native film, for example.
I was thinking like, when you asked us the question about who our audience is and who's gonna donate the most money,
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, it's not Hmong. I don't think it's Hmong artists. We were thinking about business people,
Okay.
Hmong business people, but maybe other business people too.
Yeah,
What do you think?
we target the Hmong community first and then outreach to the other this communities. 'Cause we
Hey.
don't want just straight up Hmong.
What do you think?
What you think about the Minnesota Timberwolves?
For what?
The
What you think about
Wolves.
Minnesota Timberwolves?
For
Sponsorship.
To
sponsorship?
sponsor it.
I don't know. They're kind of. I don't know.
Dude, they're so rich. Every player gets at least 7 mil, the minimum.
Yeah, but
Just get your own business cards after you're done.
You got the in, right?
they're somewhat. I can talk to the head guy.
Get us a meeting with Kevin Garnett. Ooh, dude, they paid Kevin Garnett a lot of money last year.
Wasn't there a Hmong guy that was doing promotion
They're gonna
for
get so much money.
Timberwolves? I forgot who it was. Never mind. Okay. Well, we'll keep thinking. But anyways,
Just want
yeah.
one meeting.
We're thinking about who our target.
Who wrote
When
that
you
note down for you?
what?
What you just said? Okay. I just want to make sure you look into that. Like your allies, you definitely need your allies. Like your list
Who's
of
our
allies.
who's the people that are gonna donate the most? I was just thinking among businesses, cause they have donated to causes before. And but then it could be any bit. It doesn't have to be Hmong specific. It could be other businesses too. Like his dance studio would sponsor him, you know. But then
Well, there
Yeah.
you go. You got 1,000 right there
yeah.
for your plane ticket.
Let's see how much they give.
They're like 100. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh,
Never-
politician, among politicians.
Yeah,
what's
They
that?
especially-
make a lot of money, dude.
What's that one guy?
They would donate though.
You can cite out.
But they're asking for money.
Too young.
Oh, yeah.
He's like related to me.
Two
I
jerseys.
know
related?
some childhood.
You related to him?
I know some childhood. We
Two.
grew up in the same.
You're related
Give
to
me some of that campaign money. No, I'm just
He's
kidding.
gotta know.
Just kidding.
What else?
Need more has a lot of money.
Yeah. Well, let's make a
lot of
list.
money.
I think it's also important to like
Let's make a list of potential sponsors.
not just like ask, but like even if it takes as long. I mean, like when we talk about politics, even if it requires going out to coffee or to lunch with them and having a conversation about this is really important.
And then you get them to donate online
Yeah.
on their
Yeah.
phones
I
or
was gonna
whatever.
talk to you about that.
Yeah. The other thing too is I'm gonna recommend having a women's week, like doing women among women and
Oh, that's
talking
good,
about
yeah.
the marriages and talking about. I mean, not going super negative, but just
Oh,
talking
no.
about how this helps women to empower
Hmm.
women.
So,
Yes, voice.
Street Stops campaign, Women's Week,
Yeah.
and then maybe because
Feature
And I would say feature these two.
Feature the woman, yeah.
Yeah.
those two, and then
Yeah.
when me and Mater went, we worked with some Hmong girls
Yep.
that we have on video and pictures too.
Yep.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yep. And I am gonna tell you, you're gonna get a lot of hits
Mhm.
Okay.
just because.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people interested. About
Yeah.
that.
Thank you. Thank you for saying it for me. She knows. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with
That's
the
legit.
German you know, the hobbyists, like one of our